For centuries, India was a land of immense wealth and diverse kingdoms. It was a jewel, a prize that drew distant eyes. In the early 17th century, a seemingly unassuming trading venture, the British East India Company, arrived on its shores. Their initial aim was commerce, spices, textiles, and other precious goods. They set up trading posts, establishing a foothold in a subcontinent rich in resources. As the mighty Mughal Empire began to decline in the 18th century, a power vacuum emerged. Indian states, often rivals, vied for dominance. The East India Company, with its own private army, quickly learned to exploit these divisions. They weren't just merchants anymore, they were becoming a political and military force. A pivotal moment arrived in 1757 with the Battle of Plassey. This wasn't a conventional war won by overwhelming force. It was a victory achieved through cunning and betrayal. Robert Clive, leading the company's forces, bribed Mir Jafar, the commander-in-chief of the Nawab of Bengal's army. With Jafar's troops standing aside, the British secured a decisive win, gaining control over Bengal, one of India's wealthiest provinces. This battle effectively marked the beginning of British colonial rule. With Bengal under their thumb, the company gained immense revenue, which they used to expand their military and influence across India. They employed various strategies: direct military confrontation like the Battle of Buxar in 1764, which solidified their control over Bengal and parts of Awadh. They also used diplomatic manipulation. Lord Wellesley's subsidiary alliance system, for example, offered protection to Indian rulers in exchange for control over their foreign policy and a British resident at their court, essentially turning them into puppets. Later, under figures like Lord Dalhousie, the controversial doctrine of lapse was introduced. This policy allowed the company to annex any princely state where the ruler died without a natural male heir, disregarding traditional Indian adoption laws. This aggressive expansion led to widespread resentment among Indian rulers and the populace. The company's rule was characterized by economic exploitation. India, once a major manufacturing hub, was deindustrialized. Its vast resources were siphoned off to fuel Britain's industrial revolution. This systematic drain of wealth, coupled with high taxes and discriminatory trade policies, pushed millions into poverty. By the mid-19th century, the East India Company, a private entity, effectively governed a massive empire. Their army, composed largely of Indian soldiers known as sepoys, was one of the largest in the world. However, the policies of annexation, economic hardship, and a growing sense of cultural insensitivity culminated in the Indian Rebellion of 1857. Though ultimately suppressed, the rebellion shocked the British establishment. It led to the dissolution of the East India Company in 1858, and direct rule by the British Crown began, ushering in the era of the British Raj. The conquest of India wasn't a single event, but a complex, prolonged process driven by trade, military might, political maneuvering, and the exploitation of internal divisions. It transformed India's destiny, leaving a legacy that continues to be debated and understood today. If this video helped you, then like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel.